Just Racin, your show about local tracks, drivers, and action. Just Racin is brought to you by the Mobile Home Store, with locations to serve you in Rocky Mount and Collinsville for all your mobile home needs. And now, here's the host of our show, the man behind the wheel, E.C. Hunley.
Welcome everyone to Just Racin, live down here at the Cable 12 Studios in Redwood, Virginia. We'll be taking your phone calls all night because I know they're probably going to get hot tonight. The long-awaited time period has now finally ended. Finally got six-pack on here tonight, so y'all get by your phone and be ready if you got anything. Special week to have him on also because he's just coming off a real big win up New River Valley. But right now we're going to go to the racing report, and it's not really the racing report, just the top five, so I'm pretty sure, of this past weekend. And I think we're going to kick off with the Winston Cup race down there. Ward Burton picked up his first win. That was fantastic. I was down there yesterday, and he deserved that, even though there was a bunch of controversy in between it. Rusty Wallace second, Mark Martin, Taylor, Labonte, and Jeff Burton, and not the top five. And right now, here's the Winston Cup points. I guess if they hadn't let us stop and change their mind again, but we still got Gordon and Earnhardt, and Mark Martin is third. Sterling Martin fourth. Rusty's been moved up to fifth, and also Taylor Labonte is right there with him. So looks like it might come down to the last one. You can't never tell. Here we go, the Chevy Dillis. Don't look right with the Chevy Dillis with Rodney Cundiff up there front, but anyway, he won a thing with Elliot, Sadler, Tony McGuire, Jeff Agnew, and Greg Marlowe. Rounded out the top five. And top 10 is Nathan Buttke, Ronnie Thomas, Phillip Morris, Frank Pennington, and Rock Harris. That was the top 10 of Saturday's running of the Chevy Dillis. Right here is how the points ended up at Franklin County Speedway. We had Bobby Radford as the late model champion with Lowe Smith, Steve Lynch, and Orville Reedy. John Hall, Dudley Lawhorn, Philip Vanderveer got seventh. And here in the street stock division was dominated by the Mikes this year, and Mike Elkins come out on top with Mike Dudley second, Leon Dalton, David Stout, Freddie Goff round out top five. Mini stock division had Chris Martin bringing home first with Rick Janey, Jimmy Cox, Paul Sinclair, and Rick Janey Jr. In the pure stock division, Joe Perry won the championship with Tommy Daly second, Doc Holliday was third, fourth went to Kelly Kingley. In the rookie division, it was Ricky Ferguson and his VW powered race car, and David Duncan was second, Bobby Davis was third. Here's fourth and fifth, had Harlan Dalton and Mark Stoner. Fifth place in the rookie points. Okay, that was, and I'm going to try to within the next couple of weeks. Like I said, we're still considering whether or not we're going to keep, how long we're going to keep the show running throughout this off season. I'm going to try to definitely get the champions on here, the ones involved at Franklin County, and try to make a special show of that, but when we come back, we're going to be live with six-pack Rodney Cundiff. Welcome back, everyone. long-awaited visit here for Rodney Six-Pack Cundiff. Welcome to the show, Rodney.
Thank you, EC.
I tell you, man, I've been hounding you for all season long, and I even called you this morning at 7:30, and he pulled my leg right off the bats, and well, he went out on the road or something, and I was talking to you the whole time. But man, congratulations on this weekend's run.
Yeah, I tell you, EC, it was a big win for us. Tell you, the guys worked mighty hard on the team, and I tell you, we just, like I said, just everything fell in place yesterday for us, and just worked out real good for us, and we just took it where we can be.
Was that probably the biggest one of the year?
Yeah, like I said, that's probably the biggest
win. Career.
Yeah, of my career, and I tell you, we've worked hard, and like I said, we've been real close this year, but like I said, we've been off just a little bit, not that much, and like I said, yesterday, it just worked out real good for us.
Everybody said that they pretty much thought, the ones that watched it, that you knew you had it in the bag. Sort of next to the end, they was up there running real hard, wearing the tires out and everything. Did you ever feel that you had it in the bag, or did they just come back to you?
Well, no, I never felt I had it in the bag till I crossed the start and finish line when the checkered flag was waving. And I tell you, because Elliot, he was right on us, and my car had starting to get a little loose right there at the end. And I tell you, like I said, we was really lucky to hold on.
Mm-hmm. So that's, I heard you talking on there because I was even down in the pit area at Martinsville looking for you last weekend, and didn't see you nowhere. I seen you on the registration list there, but when did y'all make up your mind you weren't even going to attempt that show?
Well, they had open practice down the other Wednesday, I believe a week before the race. They had open practice, and it rained it out, and we didn't get to do no testing or nothing like that. And I tell you, go down there, you spend a lot of money. If you don't make you feel, you got a lot of money. And we know the big race was coming up for New River. So we just all got together and said we'd just let the Martinsville race go and go to New River and see if we couldn't win that one. And it worked out real good for us.
Sure, that's it. Where'd you qualify at now, everything in that race?
We started 6 is where we started. Well, first 125 laps, our car was a little tight, and we come in and Terry and the guys loosened it up. All we done that was with the tire stagger and loosened it up, and the thing was like a rocket ship at second 125 laps.
Mm-hmm. And was Elliot definitely the top gun you had to be, or was McGuire there? I knew he was running real strong, did he?
Well, Tony, he led the biggest part, like 190-some laps. Like I said, I don't keep up with him when I'm in the car, but I know he had a stout car, in which I've told the guys on the crew, I said, we can get around this 07, I think we can win this thing. Mm-hmm. And like I said, that's where it worked out, which I didn't know Elliot was that tough at the time, and he was real stout. His car was getting through the corners real good, and I was getting through 1 and 2 real good. It looked like he was just eating me alive going through 3 and 4, and it worked out real good for us, EC.
What about the deal on, I don't know if you're even friends with Elliot or whatever, but did you have a chance to talk to him about the disqualification at Martinsville and how that affected his team and everything, and who did he get his engine from this week, I wonder?
Well, he's running the Kowalski engine this week. The same guy builds my engines, and Jack Tant built his engines, was illegal, and I think he told me, he said that was the 3rd time he had been called illegal with his engines. Mm-hmm. And like I said, the guy builds my engines, Don Kowalski, he built his engine, and he got a house motor, is what we call it, and he rents it out, and he rented it to Elliot, and Elliot looked like he's real pleased with it. Mm-hmm. And Don does a super job. He does a great job.
Well, I know he would have had to been very displeased over, it's okay if you're down here at South Boston, whatever, on a Saturday night run for $1,500, $2,000, whatever, but you lose $25,000, that's and plus a lot of prestige also. I interviewed Elliot up there after the race at Martinsville, and he could tell he was real proud, and I haven't talked to him since the DQ or whatever, but I know that had to hurt him a little bit inside, but it looks like he accepted it real well, but I knew it had to be rough on him.
Well, the boy, he seemed like a real good guy, a good sport about it, but when you lose $25,000, I tell you, that's tough, and like I said, the boy, aimed up to it, which he might be like we do. We buy our engines, they put together, everything's ready to go, and the man tells you they're right. You take his word, and and if they're right, maybe they told him he was right, and and like you said, but $25,000, that's really a terrible blow to somebody, a racing team. Like you said, you get out, go to Martinsville, he probably spent $2,000, $3,000 go to Martinsville. Then he might have rented a track to go down and test some, and like I said, it was a terrible blow for the boy, but looked like he overcome it. The boy's got a bright future in front of him. And,
most definitely.
And I think the boy will go somewhere myself.
Go to the phones here. Welcome to Just Racin.
Hello.
Hello.
This is Gail Dudley, and I'd just like to say, hey, Rodney, how you doing?
All right, Gail, how you doing?
Well, I just want to say I love you, and I love my brother, and y'all run one heck of a race. And I just want to say congratulations, Rodney. You deserved it more than anybody I know.
Well, thank you, Gail. And Terry always does a super job for us.
Don't he now?
He does. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be where we're at today.
Well, Rodney, it's between you and Terry, y'all my main man.
Well, thank you, Gail.
Okay, I'll talk to you later, Rodney.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
You got a, I noticed this, well, obviously, since I started the show, and even knew it before we started the show, but you've got a good pile of fans that's faithful to you and your race team. What do you think that come from? Or?
Well, I don't know where it come from, EC. I tell you, I got a great bunch of people at Falls's, and like I said, I've been racing probably 10 or 12 years off and on, and I tell you, just a great bunch of fans at Falls's and good friends and stuff, and I don't know if it's got to do because I drive a Ford, which I got a lot of people, you know, they own Chevrolets, and I get along with them, they pull for me and all. Matter of fact, a lot of them tells me that's the only time they pull for Fords when I'm racing, you know, and I don't know why that is, but I got a great bunch of people that follows me, and I tell you, it really means a whole lot to me. You know, if you have a bad night on one Saturday night, you know, you talk to them during the week, and they always say you'll get them next week, and it's a great bunch of people that follows us.
And I think I think you definitely hit the nail on the head with the Ford situation. I know when you was real hot over here at Franklin County and stuff, boy, they was even running ads in the paper about Rodney Six-Pack Cundiff and Ford fans. I think that is probably a big higher percentage of it.
I think it is too, EC, because I tell you, I've always campaigned a Ford. I never jumped in a Chevrolet, drove a Chevrolet or Chrysler. I've always been a Ford man, and always will be, EC. I tell you, I just like Ford product. I know a lot of people always used to tell me when I was younger, growing up, we was building Fords, that you couldn't build a Ford to run off Chevrolet. But you know how it is. If somebody tells you can't do something, that makes you work twice as hard, and that's probably the reason where we're at today.
So do you feel like you're underdog in a lot of cases, especially up New River with where you got Ronnie Thomas in the Mopar, and then you got the Chevrolets also? Would you feel that you was underdog?
I feel like I am, because you got 2 or 3 Fords out there. The Chrysler, to be honest with you, the Fords and Chevrolets, you can go right to Chrysler or, say, Berglund and buy your heads right off the shelf. I have to go to the junkyard and buy my heads. And I have to buy them off like a 72 model car. They've been laying in the junkyard now, and like you said, I'm not complaining or nothing like that, but I just can't buy the parts. I mean, Ford just don't make a 351 Cleveland head that you can buy right today, but where you can go to Chevrolet and buy bow tie heads, and we can't do that, you know.
Welcome to Just Racin.
It's Six-Pack. This Steve.
Hey, Steve, how you doing, bro?
You won good race last Saturday. I'm glad you won.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you, my number 1 fan.
Thank you, Steve. You're my number 1 fan. Thank you, bro.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve.
Steve's one of the ones been on me about. We got to get Six-Pack on there.
He's a good boy.
He's a faithful watcher.
I've known Steve for years. He's a fine boy. His whole family is good people.
Welcome to Just Racin.
Hey, Six-Pack, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing, bro?
This is Dennis.
Hey, Dennis, what's going on?
Look good on TV.
Hey, I appreciate it.
Missed you Callaway all year. I want to get up there and see you run, but I got to see you on TV.
Well, maybe we'll get back up Callaway one of these days, Dennis. Hope so anyway.
Yeah. Got to get your clock made with that big victory on there now.
There you go, Dennis. Come on by and see me, bro.
All right. Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you, Dennis.
See you then. All except for what I was picking at you earlier in the show when I seen you on Channel 7 News, something just won't right if that Chevrolet hat on.
Oh, no, they put that bow tie hat on me, I tell you. I wanted to run out of the place, I tell you, but it was a Chevrolet dealer's race, and
you got to appreciate the sponsors, in all honesty.
That's exactly right. They put up all that good money for us, and I mean, you know, they could give me about any kind of hat. I would have stuck it on my head, you know, and like you said, you know, that's just a part of it. When you win a race like that, you have to put on, you know, different hats and stuff. And but don't get me wrong, I'd much rather had a Ford hat on my head.
Did that? So did this wrap up the '95 season for y'all?
Yeah, it wrapped up the '95 season for us, and like I said, it's been a good year for us. Really, we hadn't fell out before races at New River. We finished, I believe, 6th in the points. Third was the best finish so far until we won this weekend. And like I said, we know we was close, and like I said, was just off a tick. And be honest with you, see, we run the whole setup all year. Well, race 1 to the last race was the same setup, and we just tinker with little stuff and play with, odds and ends, try to pick us up a little bit. And yesterday it worked out good for us.
Yeah, fantastic. So what's the plans for your 10 grand? You gonna build a new car next year?
I don't know what we'll do. We'll probably check into something like that. If not, we'll probably build us a new engine and stuff, which we lost a good engine at Martinsville at the first of the year.
Yeah, I remember
It was a brand new engine. We lost it, broke a rod cap, and that 10,000 really comes in handy, but to be honest with you, we'll just put it right back in racing. That's what we'll do.
Right. That's what got you there, right?
That's exactly right. And, like I said, I'll just put it all back in the car and engine never what or something like that.
Good deal. Okay, folks, we are sitting here chatting with Six Pack here. It's fantastic. I'm even having a ball talking to him. He's so fun to talk to and everything. We're going to take a small break. When we come back, y'all hit them telephone lines. We'll talk to Six Pack some more. Welcome back, everyone. Sitting down here in conversation with Rodney Six Pack Cundiff. I asked the question, everybody knows, where the nickname come from?
Well, when I was younger, we used to live on side of 220. My dad, he's owned some trucks, and we had a CB, and that's just where I picked it up at. He just named me Six Pack.
That was the handle.
Yeah, and as I got a little older in age, I try to live up to the name. With myself now, I don't drink no more or nothing like that. Just work hard all the time. And like I said, I hadn't drank nothing about 5 years, EC.
That's good.
And that's where it come from. My dad gave it to me when I was a kid, and like I said, come off a CB radio is where it come from.
And so going back, and I know I'll go ahead and tell, in your defense, the reason I've had such a hard time getting you on is the situation of you working so much and everything. And so how did this, you kind of grew up in the trucking business?
Yeah, I did, EC. My dad was in the trucking business for 35 years, and we have trucks that run like 24 hours a day off and on, and it's just hard for me just up and leave and come and do the show, because if I got a truck broke down, I have to get the load where it's supposed to be. And like I said, that's the reason I put you off this year, early in the year. And like you said, you called me this morning, I told you I was out of town. You said you can't believe he's out of town, but I was just carrying on with you. And like I said, I'm glad to be on your show, EC.
Good deal. Let's go to the phones. They firing up here tonight. Welcome to Just Racin.
Hey, EC, just want to let you know we love your show. We watch it every week, and I just have a couple of questions for Six Pack, then I'm going to hang up and go watch the TV. Six Pack, who's your car owner, and what are your plans for next year? Thanks a lot.
Well, the car owner is really me, really Cundiff Trucking. My mom, my brother-in-law, and we all own it together. It's really what it's like. And next year we'll probably run late model stock, probably go to New River, and that's what we'll probably do next year. Maybe we'll go to some different tracks or something. We really like to win a championship. That's what we're after, is win a championship. And like I was saying before, we fell out of 4 races. You'd figure you'd finish better than 6 in the points. And the competition's so stiff, you might can't fall out of no races to win a championship. And,
any bush plans, maybe?
No, bush plans. We've run some bush races back in '86. Martinsville, we went to Bristol, and Orange County, and it's just too much money in it for us, and you have to travel so much. And like I said, we're trying to run a business. It's hard just up and leave your business. And like I said, we'll probably just stay where we're at for a few years, and if something comes around, turns in pretty good, we might go to bush. You never know.
Well, I admire you for being down to earth, because a lot of people get up above the raisin sometime and think that you did this and that and the other. At least you're seeing the real picture of the what it costs and the time consideration for as bush. And there's no way you can work a job and do bush.
No, it's impossible. You got to be dedicated to the sport to run, full time, and it's hard just up and leave your business stuff to go racing. I mean, it'd be fine if somebody come up and give you $1 million, $2 million. Yeah, you can afford to close your business down then, But
that'd be something worth considering.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Welcome to Just Racin. Hello? Did I lose him? I'm sorry, don't y'all give up on us now, because we get to talking, and well, we'll be all right. Welcome to Just Racin.
Yes, I was wondering how'd you get your name Six Pack?
Well, that's what I was telling EC earlier. I used to get it, my dad, we used to, like I said, we owned a trucking company. My dad, we had CB radios, and that's how I got it, was from the CB.
All right, appreciate it.
Okay, bud.
And so you might carry that to fame someday. That is, and that's always, and they always quote it, no matter where you're at or what you're doing.
Oh yeah, well, like I said, a lot of people call me Rodney. I don't know who they're talking about. If they say Six Pack, you know, and like you said, it's been with me for so many years. You know, when people call us by the real name, I don't know who they're talking to. You know, and like you said, it worked out. You know, a lot of people said, well, he got a name Six Pack. You know, he's got to be drinks all the time or something like that. They would call me No Pack now because I don't drink, and you know, that's just the way it goes. Right?
So what is your what's your duties now? As far as I know that you are hard to catch and everything, but as far as do you stay on the road driving or?
Well, I drive some, and I'm in the shop, and more like a dispatching and keeping the trucks, the loads going where they're supposed to, and lots of times I go load the trailers and bring them back to the shop and drop them for the boys so they'll be ready to pick up, and which I do drive some myself. You know, just depends on if the driver shy or something, need extra driving. We got a truck sitting there, I will drive.
How many y'all got now?
We got 14 trucks is what we got. We got 10 tractor and trailers and 4 dump trucks. And it keeps us busy, you know. It's always something breaking down, and but that's part of trucking. You have to take the good with the bad.
What you know, you said you've been racing here for quite a while. What was that first thing that made you want to start racing?
Well, I reckon it was back, I believe it was the second year that Whitey had bought the track. He had started out, we started out in IndyCar. It's really what it was like. We just knocked the windows out of the old street car I had, carried it up. We used to drive them to the racetrack, not no tags. We wouldn't.
I think they still do that.
Yeah. Well, like I said, we're about 9 miles, Boone's Mill to Callaway or something like that. And we used to drive them, and we'd drive them up there and race them and go back and get them on Sunday and drive them back home. And that's where we got started and just kept working our way up, and that's where we're at today.
So you kind of got hooked from that point on.
Yeah, I don't know. They talk about racing. It's kind of like alcohol or anything. It gets in your blood. You just can't get it out. And that's where I've been. If I don't go to no races or nothing like that, it don't bother me that much. But if I see a race and I know I got a race car sitting in the shop, I want to go racing.
How did the loyalty to Ford come around? Did that start when you was a teenager or something? Because I'm pretty sure that your mom comes out to the Chevrolet place there. But
yeah, she does. My dad, he's always a dedicated Ford. He always liked Fords. When I was kids, he had 63 Fords, 64 Fords, and it just dump trucks. He had 4 dump trucks and tractors and stuff, and we just growed into it, and I liked the Ford. But really the biggest thing, when somebody tells you can't do something, that makes you want to work twice as hard, and that's really...
What was your first race car, the one you carried down?
Was, I believe it was a Montego, a 72 Montego is what it was. Yellow. It was yellow with a black vinyl top. It was my mom's car, and she gave it to me. And like I said, I drove it on the road there for a little bit and tore it all to pieces. And we just put it on the racetrack. Hey, we won some races with it. You know, it was a good race car for us.
Good deal. I think we got a what we got? What kind of shirt we got? We got one. We got a caller here. Okay. Welcome to Just Racin.
Hi, I wanted to ask Six Pack. I always heard that Gerald Compton had taught him how to drive. Is that true?
Well, Gerald, me and him's good friends, and I tell you, Gerald, he means a whole lot to me. He's a great guy. I tell you, if I got a problem with a race car, I can ask him, and usually he's got an answer for me. And I tell you, I couldn't really, if I was following somebody, or say if I wanted to drive my driving style after somebody, he would be one fella I wouldn't think one bit at all to put my driving style behind, because he's a great guy and was a great driver. And I reckon he still is.
And I just want to tell you, Louis Figueroa said hello. This is his wife.
Okay, you tell Louis I said hello.
All right, we're watching you.
Y'all take care.
All right, bye-bye.
Thank you for calling. Welcome to Just Racin.
Congratulations, you got him on there.
Finally. It took me all season long, but like I said, every time he was so polite, very polite in telling me no.
Well, I'm glad you got him on there. We want to congratulate him on his win Sunday. And how's that little Six Pack? You going to teach him how to drive?
Yeah, Yeah, maybe teach him how to drive, and I can work on the race car for him, and I won't have to drive. But he's doing fine, and thank y'all for everything. Like you said, we was real fortunate to win the race.
Well, we love you, and we love your whole family, and we hope you good luck.
Thank you a whole lot.
Welcome to Just Racin.
Yeah, CC, good evening.
Good evening.
Leon Young. I'd like to say a few things to Six-Pack there.
Okay.
I'd like to congratulate you on your fine win Saturday at New River.
Thank you a whole lot, bud.
And I've been coming up there all year, and I want to ask you, back in the summer, I think you was running third, you was running a good race, and Sadler was up there, and he kind of clipped you on it out of the number 2 turnover that night, and I was concerned he might do the same thing. Did you have that feeling also?
Well, I thought the same thing, but, you know, you feel like you have an incident like at one time, you surely would think the guy wouldn't do you like that again. And like you said, really I was just, like I said, worried about keeping him behind me. And it did cross my mind, but, hey, that's a part of racing. You just have to block stuff like that out of your mind. And if he takes you out, he takes you out. That's just a part of it.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I just like to say that, like I said, Bill Dudley and myself was up there Saturday night, and Gail and Debbie, they chose to go to Rockingham, and when they got back in Saturday night, it was 2 sick young ladies, I'll tell you that.
Well, like you said, you know, I hate they missed it, and like you said, we was real fortunate to win, and we're very happy about it.
Well, I just want to tell you that I think I missed about 2 races all year, and then I'm a Chevrolet man, but when it comes to up there, I pull for you all year.
Well, thank you a whole lot, bud.
Good luck to you next year, partner.
Okay, thank you now.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. So you just spoke the truth. Said you had some Chevrolet fans that liked you.
There you go. That's all right, EC. I tell you, like I said, we got a great bunch of people that follows us. Nothing I can say bad about them. I'm just glad to have them, you know, to follow me, you know, be fortunate to have people like that around us. And I tell you, these guys helped me on this car, this crew. I got a super crew, and I tell you, I just love every one of them boys just like a brother, you know, to a brother to me. And they put a lot of hours in on these cars, and their wives and stuff, you know, they spend a lot of time away from their families and stuff, which you wouldn't think that'd be, you know, in this type of racing. But, man, you tear that thing up on Saturday night and try to get it back for the next Saturday, and these guys do a super job. I got to thank them. And if it weren't for them, I probably wouldn't be where I'm at today. And the same guys has been helping me probably for the last 10 or 12 years, the same bunch of guys.
Have you tried to, or do you think this might help, especially, you know, and we got to appreciate Channel 7. I talked to matter of fact, I even got an interview with the guy, I'm not sure, Mr. Shaver, I think, put on director up there at Channel 7. I talked to him at Martinsville, and you got to appreciate those guys being such a big station to carry a race like this.
Oh, it is, EC. It means so much to our sport, especially around here. And, you know, back years ago, this late model stock, I wouldn't think it's where it's at today. You know, it's just unbelievable. You got a $25,000 purse at Martinsville, a $10,000 purse at New River, then you're getting all this TV coverage. I mean, it's just unbelievable. And it's great. It's good for the sport. It's not going to hurt the sport. It's going to help it, make it grow, and it's good for the sport.
Do you think this race, being that you got the big TV race, will help in far as are you even really trying to locate a sponsor? I mean, I'm sure they would help, but do you like what you got now? Well,
I tell you, I got a great bunch of sponsors that's helped me, which, you know, ourselves, like you said, Cundiff Truck, and it helps. I got Frank and Ron Gunn down here, Curtis and Dan, them guys down there helped me a great deal. Tim's Texaco, and I tell you, I got a great bunch of sponsors, but you can always use more sponsors, and, you know, I couldn't say that. And, but I'm just the type of guy, I'm not going to get out and hound people, you know, to give me money to race, you know. And like I said, if it worst come to worst, you know, we would try to make it on our own, you know. If we had to quit racing, we would do that. But like I said, we could always use more sponsors, yeah.
All right. Welcome to Just Racin.
Yeah, I would like to speak to Six-Pack.
Okay.
This is Wimpy's sister calling. I would like to congratulate you on your win Saturday.
Well, thank you.
You did a real good job.
Well, thank you a whole lot.
And I'm proud of you, EC, for getting him on a show.
Thank you very much. All it took was the right phone call. I've called him several times, but I knew it would be a good show with him on here. He's a real nice guy.
You're not going to take the program off, are you?
We're still talking about it. As far as we might go off there. See, that's one thing that I do need to stop and explain right now, that the hardest part of keeping the show on during the off season is getting my guests. I'm in contact with all the guys through racing season, but I found out in the last few weeks it's getting harder and harder. But like I said, I'm going to try to plan a show with the champions of Franklin County and different things. We're going to keep it going for a little bit, okay?
We're going to have a party yet?
That's still in the talks also. We need to hear some feedback, and we'll see how many people's interested.
All right.
Take it from there. Thank you for watching. How did you get your number? 09.
09.
Always stuck with you, hasn't it?
Yeah, I tell you, we used to have call number 21. And like I said, we went to Martinsville when we was Bush, and we just really wanted, Bill Elliot was running good at the time. You know, he was running real good, and we really wanted to pick a number out. Every time we'd go to a track, we'd have to change a number when we was 21. So we picked 09 and been pretty fortunate, been a good number for us because we won a lot of races with 09, which we won a lot of races when we was 21. And but 09, you just go to track, you just don't see that many 09s, and that was one of the biggest reasons we went to 09.
What about the color scheme? That stayed pretty much the same over the years also.
It has since, I want to say 86. We've had that same color scheme. Terry, my crew chief, he does all the painting, which does a super job for us and all. And we just pick a color out, and like I said, this color stuck with us. And each year, like this year, we pinstriped it in blue. Made it, broke it up a little bit, and I'll be honest with you, I think it looked a whole lot better. And we always just do change a little bit, not no whole lot. And the reason we do that, if you go to a track and somebody's seen your car before, they can go just by the color, which I know you have the same number, but if you see the same color, you know, they know who you are and all.
And the good thing about it, if you had a T-shirt, it stays the same just about.
There you go. It's be hard for you to.
It's a real good looking T-shirt here, and this is a child. That's neat right there to have little kids running around with your shirt on. I'm sure. So they already know I'm gonna give this away.
There you go. Yeah. And like I said, my boy Jeremy, he has them. My brother-in-law makes his shirts and does a super job.
Real good job. I mean, a real good detail. It's got Cundiff trucking forward, 09 on the front, and then like I said, this is a child's. Size 10 to 12. If you can tell me how many races Six-Pack won at Franklin County last year?
That's exactly right, AC.
How many races did he win at Franklin County last year? Welcome to Just Racin.
AC, I just wanted to speak that to Six-Pack a minute.
Okay.
Paul Redford and myself was up in Stewart today talking to the Woods boys.
Good deal.
And they were real proud of Six-Pack winning the race. They brought it up and talked about it and talked what a good fella he was, what a good job he was doing. And they were real proud of him at Woods Brothers shop today.
Well, like I said, we appreciate it. We know Eddie and Lee, and I tell you, I'm a big Wood Brothers fan. I have one car right now where we got from the Wood Brothers. That's the one we won the 12 races with last year, come from the Wood Brothers. And I tell you, they're great people, and they don't come much better than Wood Brothers. I tell you, we can go down there with just like me and you sitting here, EC. I'm right at home, and call them anytime you need something. They're a great bunch of people. They are. They don't come much better than the Wood Brothers. Eddie and Lynn and Leonard and Glenn. And
they got high hopes on Mike Waltrip also.
Well, I think you know, I tell you, this time and day, the sport's looking for young, pretty faces, and for the sponsors and stuff. And I think it's a good move for me. Michael's probably pretty close to the same age as Lynn, if not a few years difference. And, you know, you need to work together for years, you know, a couple years to get everything to jail. And I think it'd be a good move for them down the road.
I'll look for some progress.
They had a car up the other day. They've already got the new paint scheme for next year, and had Michael's name on it. They're working on his new car, and everything was, that shop is a beautiful shop, and anybody needs to go up and look around because it, Glenn showed us around today and took us around and showed us the whole shop and stayed with us about 2 hours. We really enjoyed it and had a good time, and like I said, they was proud of Six-Pack.
Yeah, they're good people. Like I said, I hadn't been down to the new shop, and everybody I've talked to been down there said that thing is really up to date, and it's a real nice shop, and we're going to have to get down there one of these days and check it out.
Yeah, they're working real hard this afternoon, getting ready. They're going to try to leave tonight for Phoenix, but they had about 8 or 10 cars in the shop there and getting them ready and everything, and they're doing a fine job up there.
Yeah, they're good people, and like you said, the Wood Boys, I'll be honest with you, first engine I used to get, well, Tom and Turner builds their engines, and they got him to build one for me one year. Was a super engine. I mean, a super engine, and like you said, they're just good people, just down-to-earth good people.
Yeah, you really enjoy going to see them, and they're really nice, and they'll show you their shop, so, and they look like they appreciate people coming by.
They do, and like I said, they make you feel at home. You know, some places, some people, like I said, don't look like they have time to talk to you. I know every time me and Terry and that bunch of guys go down different ones every time, we go down, want to hurry up and get back. Next time, no, we done stayed 3 or 4 hours looking at everything and all that neat stuff. We got all that racing stuff. It's kind of exciting to go around in shops like that.
That's right, and they told us today in about, they've only been in the shop about 2 weeks, and they're going to, in the next 2 to 4 weeks, they're going to try to have everything ready and have an open house to the public.
Yeah, we'll have to get down there. We'll have to go down and see Eddie and Lynn, I tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank y'all a whole lot.
Hey, take care, bud.
All right.
Welcome to Just Racin.
Yeah, is it 2?
Nope, that's not correct.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. How many races six-pack win last year at Franklin County? Welcome to Just Racin. Hello?
Uh-huh.
How many races six-pack win last year at Franklin County?
12?
That is correct. Did you hear him say that?
No.
I was sitting there about to die. He said, that's where I won them 12 races at last year.
I didn't hear him say it honestly.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to stop the show and throw a black caution flag here, competition deal, bingo. What's your name?
Melissa LaRue.
Melissa?
Uh-huh.
Do you have a small youngster?
I can't hear you.
Do you have a youngster?
Yeah?
You do?
Uh-huh.
Okay, can they wear a size 10, 12?
Yes.
All right, here's what you got.
Okay.
How do you spell your last name?
L-A, capital R-U-E.
Okay. We appreciate you watching the show, and you can pick up your T-shirt down here at the station.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I said over there, and you said 12, this pit and heck, and I wasn't going to smile or nothing. They getting all excited back and back. I tell you what, we're going to...
We have a lady online, too, who's just dying for your next question, AC. So.
Oh, okay. Well, we're going to take a small break and pay some bills. I'm going to be right back.
All right, AC.
Welcome back, everyone. Here with Six Pack, and joining us is his crew chief, but we'll go to him in just a second. Right now, I understand we got kinfolk on the line. Go ahead there.
Hi, my name's Nicole Blanchuk, and I wanted to say hi to Six Pack.
Hi, Nicole. How you doing, hon?
Good.
Well, good.
I watched you on TV.
You watch me on TV?
Yeah.
Well, that's great then.
Goodbye, and I'll see you later.
Hey, see you, hon. Y'all come and see me, okay?
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Well, like she's always talking. Yeah, that's great.
Sweet,
okay, introduce folks to your crew chief here.
This is my crew chief, Terry Montgomery. The guy, he's a good fellow. The boy's been with me for, like I said, I've been racing 10 or 12 years. And he's been with me through thick and thin. And like I said, we've had some bad times, had some good times. He's been with me every bit. And like I said, probably if it weren't for him, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. And, I appreciate every bit of it. And these guys, like I said, I got 7, 8 more guys that works on the car. And like I said, I appreciate every one of them. They're just like brothers to me. And they do a super job. But like I said, they sacrifice their family, which we all do when we're in this race. And, if you got kids and wives and stuff, and have to thank your wives and everything, too, because, lots of nights they should be home when we're out working on the race car.
Yeah.
And, but, he's a super guy. It ain't much he can't do. If he takes it apart, he can put it together. And sometimes he don't have to take it apart. He can still put it back together.
So how'd you meet Six Pack here?
Well, we just started racing, I believe it was back in 82 or 83. And I was helping Glenn Montgomery at the time, and I seen somebody roll in and yellow Montego, and I don't know, somebody we just got hooked up in, and we've been racing ever since.
Figured if they rolled in with that, they needed some help.
Yeah.
So we went ahead and got through. Let's go on. Instead, we got some more Ken folk and stuff on the lines here. Welcome to Just Racing.
Hello, Six Pack.
Hey, how you doing?
Just fine. This is Lisa Rufus's daughter.
Hey, Lisa, how you doing?
Fine. You did a great job Saturday.
Well, thank you. Thank you a whole lot.
You real good. You got any of those T-shirts?
T-shirts. Yeah, we might have something here we can give away here as soon as we can figure up another trivia question. Ain't that right, he said?
Yeah, we'll have to make them work for it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We'll just, if we figure out something, we'll you call back, maybe you can win one.
All right.
Okay?
All right. You have a nice night.
Yeah, you take care too, okay?
All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching. Welcome to Just Racing.
Oh, yeah, I want to talk to Six Pack.
Okay.
Hey, Pack, this is Bro. Congratulations for winning.
Hey, thank you, bro. Thank you a whole lot, bro.
Hey, you ought to know you're going to win one when I ain't watching the race.
Hey, that's where it goes, isn't it? Like I said, Terry's sister, and then was going to Rockingham, usually there. They there every race, and like you said, that's the way it goes, though. But hey, I appreciate it, bro.
All right, just let that bird fly.
There you go. Right on, bro.
All right, bye.
All right, bro. Bye-bye.
That had to be a forward plan. So, Terry, I didn't get a chance to watch the race the other day, but did you get some airtime? Channel 7 qualifier and question you?
Yeah, they tried to 2 or 3 times, but I'll stay up on top of the truck. I try to help spot too, and try to call all the shots as much as I can on top of the truck. And they've come over probably 3 times this year, and I finally got a little bit of air time at the end of the race.
Mm-hmm. Did you make the call to loosen the car up some as far as tire pressure and stagger and everything?
Well, me and Rodney both discussed it about the halfway point, and just called just a little bit tight right in the center of the corner in the first half of the race, and we just tried to change the stagger a little bit and free the car up right in the center of the corner, and like I said, the baby was a rocket.
Do y'all talk a lot when he's racing out there? You know, I noticed like yesterday I went to Rockingham and had my scanner on, and you know, I had to lock out Michael Waltrip and a couple of those guys. I mean, they just constantly talk. I'm thinking to myself, no wonder you're not up front. You're too busy talking. But and then you got people, you know, quite a few of them that don't say anything. But does Rodney's talk a lot? Or?
Sometimes it does. If it's talking a whole lot, I might want to turn mine down too.
Is he up front when he's talking? I bet he didn't say much the last few laps Saturday, did he?
No, last thing I remember saying is, "This is your baby."
Yeah,
good deal.
That's what he told me when I got up front. He says, "Your baby."
Good deal. Welcome to Just Racing.
DC.
Yes, sir.
How's it going?
All right.
I'd like to congratulate Six Pack on his win.
Thank you, bud.
And Six Pack, you say your brother-in-law makes your shirts?
Yeah. Fred Heatwall, he's married to my sister. He makes my shirts.
Does he make them for other people?
Yeah. He's got a screen printing business, and he does a super job. And like I said, you get in touch with him at this number. You want me to give me a number?
Yeah.
It's 334.
Okay.
1333.
1333.
Yeah, he's in the shop with me at Cundiff Trucking, and just call and he can fix you up. He do your super job. He does a great job on his shirts.
Oh, I guess my boy, he races up Callaway, and he wants to get some shirts made. It's one of EC's buddy, Scott Foley.
Yeah.
So maybe we can get him.
I don't say that on there.
Oh, okay.
I'm just picking this guy. Go ahead.
All right, well, I appreciate it a lot, and I'll probably get him to help fix us up.
Yeah, he'll fix you up and do your fine job. I tell you, he's a little slow, but he does good work. I tell you, like you said.
Tell him you heard it on Just Racing, right?
There you go.
All right. All right, let's see y'all.
Okay, thank you, bud.
He really does do a good job. That is a good-looking shirt. I did want to make a quick announcement here before, because we're running out of time. Boy, I hate this, man. We could go on for hours.
We just keep rocking on.
But stay tuned for the debut of the Redneck Thing by my producer, Dean Dole. This is one, I know you've probably seen our first edition, but this is...
Well, it's not really a debut, it's just we had a request to see it again. It was on a little bit this weekend. So, sorry.
Okay, you probably didn't hear all that. It's not a debut, it's just a request to hear it again. And believe me, if you haven't watched it, it's worth leaving your set on cable 12 here for a little bit. And not only that, we got the film Football 95. I'll get all of that with my floor director. That's his show. Our host, David Perdue. Be sure and stay tuned for that. Firm, down the road.
You got a call on 2, but we got a call on 1 for Terry.
Okay. Welcome to Just Racin.
Hey, Terry, this is Billy. I just want to congratulate you and Pack on the win.
All right, bud. Thank you, Billy.
And Mom wants to talk to you.
Brother,
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you what, if you all are the two the best looking bunch of race car guys, I don't know who is. Congratulations, I love you both.
All right, thanks, sis.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. She's mighty sweet.
Good deal. Welcome to Just Racin.
Six pack, Terry, it's Charlie.
Hey, Charlie, how you doing, bud?
Oh, good. Congratulations on your win. Good to see you on TV there.
Thank you, Charlie. We appreciate it.
Yeah, man. I just want to call and congratulate you there.
Hey, good to hear from you, Charlie. Come on by and see us sometime, bud.
All righty.
All right, Charlie. Good boy, Charlie. Good boy. Used to work for us.
How long did the party go on Saturday night?
Party, I come on in, EC. Them other boys, they probably was still partying right to today. I come on in, like I said, I got my son Jeremy and my wife Wanda. We come on in and come on home. It was late before we got home, but like I said, I don't drink no more. It's it's hard for me to do much party and stuff, which I don't knock nobody party. That's fine, and I come on in, like I said, it's still hard for me to believe that we won that race, and
Still pinching his
yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. Because the big races, we look like we always had a little bad luck. And I tell you, Terry, and just every one of my crew members, they just had the car hooked up for me. And I tell you, it's not no better feeling to a man like me. I got the easy part, they got the hard part. And like I said, it wasn't no better feeling when I took it lead like that. And like he hollered, he said, "It's your baby. It was all mine." I know that if I lost it, it was my fault. It wasn't his, because he's done all he could do.
Yeah. Did you really feel good about it, Terry, when he went up there?
Yeah, I felt real good, especially when we had about a half a straightaway lead on. Elliot was coming fast, and I know he was wearing his tires out just as hard, or as not harder than we was. And I know if we could just get a good shot up off a corner, I know he'd still have a hard time getting around us.
Welcome to Just Racin.
Easy, honey.
Well, Mr. Red, what's
Hey, Frank, how's ever going to get through?
Who didn't? Hey, Pac, man, I knew. I told him, I said, "You come on." I said, "The phone was going to ring off the hook."
Well, I just want to give Six Pack a great, great, great big congratulations on that big win Saturday.
Thank you, Bobby. We appreciate
Yeah, man,
that.
I'm pulling for you, buddy. I went down in turns 3 and 4 there last 50, 60 laps. Watch you come through.
Yeah.
Went down to the fence there in the grass. Watch you come through 3 and 4. Man, you smooth, Terry. You hit him on the rail.
Thank you, Bobby.
I swear you did. It looked good. I was pulling for you all. And just one more time, a great big congratulations.
Thank you, Bobby. We appreciate it.
And say, EC?
Yes, sir.
Before you go off air now, Terry's got a nickname too. You got to ask him what it is.
Oh, okay.
Behind out. Congratulations again, guys.
Okay, Bobby. Good to hear from you, Bob.
Thank you, Bobby.
Hey, congratulations, you on the championship, Bobby.
Thank you, Pat.
Yes, sir, Bobby.
See you soon.
Take care.
All right, Terry, come up off of it now.
Well, let me tell you a story.
You want to tell?
Yeah, let me tell you a story. We was building a car, putting roll balls in it, and I tell you, little bitty places, you just couldn't get in them anywhere. And he's like a cockroach. He could get in there and wail and get all up underneath and wail. We started calling him Roach. That's his nickname, because he's like a cockroach. He'd get in tight spots and stuff. And his nickname Roach, and it's probably been with you for, I don't know, probably back
About as long as Pac.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. And like you said, that's where he got it from. We just started calling him Roach.
Good deal. Welcome to Just Racin.
Yeah, it's got a question for Pac and Terry.
Okay.
You guys superstitious?
Superstitious? No, not me. I'm not too superstitious, but I believe Terry is now.
Terry, this is Leon. How you doing, buddy?
Pretty good.
I just want to know if you guys are going to pit on the back straightaway all next year or not.
I believe we might do it.
No, we were sitting up in the stands and Bill's looking for you guys, looking for Terry. I said, he's over on the back straightaway. Y'all get him late.
Yeah, sure did. I think it was about 40 cars was already there on Friday night, and that was just about the only spot we had left.
Just got one more question for you, Terry. It's, when I got down to the wall there and you come over the fence and I asked you what'd you do to that motor and you said nothing, and you said was it the cooler weather, was it rhythm, the car got the colder, the car got faster?
Well, it was just a whole lot of it. Cool weather always plays a big part on Ford most of the time, especially us, and it seems like we always run better when it's cool.
Well, I just want to congratulate both of you. You've done a heck of a job. I'm awful proud of you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Leon.
Thank you for watching. Welcome to Just Racin.
Six Pack.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm fine. How about you?
All right, boy.
This is Hank Hicks, Rufus' son.
Yeah.
I just calling. Congratulations. Think you did a good job.
Hey, thank you a whole lot, bud. Thank you a whole lot.
All right, bye.
Hey, we appreciate it.
All right.
We should have did a 2-hour for you.
Oh, we keep going. We keep going, EC. I'm not in no hurry. While I'm here, we can do
It's
it.
gonna have to be the last one, bad as I hate to say it, because we're all running out of time. But welcome to Just Racin.
Hey, EC, this is BC. Congratulations, Mac. I hope y'all wasn't never going to get Bobby Radford off the phone.
Hey, we appreciate it, DC.
Hey, man, we pulled for you. It was hard, but we did.
Okay, you pulled me on through, we appreciate it, DC.
All right, man.
Come on down and see us.
Y'all come see us.
Okay, bro.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. So my producer told me that's it. No more.
30 seconds.
I got 30 seconds.
Hang on.
Okay, wait a second. I'll end this thing up. Welcome to Just Racin.
Well, I thought I'd never get through.
Yeah.
I had a trivia question for y'all to use.
You did?
Yeah, what year did six-pack win the field stock championship?
I'll be honest with you, you got me on that, Dennis. I don't even know myself.
In my program here, it's got 82.
It might have been.
Yeah, that'd have been a good one. I'd have won me a shirt.
There you go. That's exactly right. How many races we win that year, Dennis?
They took you 22 to do something here. What's it say?
That's right. There you go. 122 that one year.
Good day.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. If I wouldn't have won in 22, I probably wouldn't be racing to the day. Yeah, that's probably still chasing after 23. You know, that's what it goes. So.
When was the yellow car? When was its last ride up there?
That was my wife, Wanda. It was a powder puff. And every time we got together, she wanted to drive my car, and she totaled it. I mean, totaled it.
The green flag, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's exactly right. They taking the green flag, and she wrecked and just tore the car all to pieces, which probably was a blessing in disguise. We got a better car, and like I said, we won 22 races the following year. It might have been a year after with the car.
Deal.
Well, you see, I tell you, I want to thank you. I know it's time for us to go.
I know, and I hate to rush anybody off that, because man, we could go on and on and on, and let's try to keep it closer between now and you're gonna be back before the season starts.
Oh yeah, we'll try to get back EC, and I tell you, I want to thank all these fans, these people calls in. I want to thank you for having us on the show, and I want to thank my whole family. I tell you, my mom, my wife Wanda, my sister, my brother-in-law, and my son Jeremy. I'll be home in a little bit, bud.
Thank you, Terry.
Thank you, EC, for letting me on here.
And I'm sorry we didn't get a whole lot of questions in there with you, but I think everybody knows what you do and you done praised him all night long.
Oh yeah,
great. Good guy.
Yeah, great. The whole crew's a great bunch of guys, and I tell you, if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be where we at. And thank y'all for having us.
We'll definitely have to do part 2 of six-pack.
Be glad to. Be glad to, EC.
Part 2. Rich, stand here in my tire. I'm gonna get. I've been putting this off, and I don't even know what I'm gonna get. Can I get him one of these shirts?
Yeah, be glad to. Give him one of the shirts. A little sweatshirt. I'm gonna let you call that, EC.
And the winner is Debbie Inman from Route 1, Ferrum. You have won a 6-pack shirt here, and give me a call. We'll see what size you were. Thank y'all guys a whole lot.
Thank you, EC. Thank y'all for having us.
I want to thank my producer, Dean Doyle, floor director, Dave Perdue, and until next week, it's Just Racing.